everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Romany. Today we are going to do a first impressions review slash whatever you want to call it. About 2 months ago now, you may remember, I purchased Plouise eye base. I've not opened them yet. Look, they're still sealed, signed, sealed and delivered. I'm yours. So we're going to do that today. I know they've been out for absolutely forever, but I've not tried them yet, and I think it's about time I did. So before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Go and follow me on Instagram as well, and let's see what these eye bases are all about. The sun is shining in as bright as anything. You wouldn't think that summer has gone. I don't think it actually has gone now. I think summer has come back. It's beautiful outside. I want to be outside, but I promised I would film this, so that is what I'm going to do. The blinds are down, so if you see funny lines, that's because my blinds are down and the sun is still shining through like no one's business. This is the cutest packaging ever. It says signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, and it's got like a little stamp there, checked by Plouise, sealed and checked by Plouise, and obviously it's like a little envelope, and on the back as well it has, I know we met online, but I've travelled the world to find you, babe. And it makes me really sad that I've now got to open this. So what I did, instead of just buying one base, I brought 3. I do believe I've got 2 the same colour and then 1 white. It was a special offer. I think it was like £25 for 3 eye bases, and you get a free brush as well. Whereas to buy the eye bases by themselves, they're £10 each. So I thought I might as well. I wanted a white and I wanted my skin tone one, which I'm not sure whether I did get or not. I'm going to open this up. So it's got a little rip. Oh no, I say a little rip thing. It's a rip thing that I can't rip. Oh my goodness me. Cut this before we have a look. I'm just going to have a swig of drink. This is the Mason Tops Mason Jar Hydration Kit. But yeah, I got that in my FabFitFun. So I've cut open the bag and yay, I have 3. So this is what it looks like. This is in 01, creating the ultimate blank canvas. So I got 2 lots of 01s and a 0, which is a white. So you get 15 mils in here. I don't know why I didn't get another colour. I just didn't know what's kind of one. And you also get a brush. Oh look, it's got a little netting around it as well to keep it all together. And this is 662 So Deep with my contour. I don't know why you get a contour brush with it. I love the little sleeve. Oh my god, and that is such a nice soft brush. It's got quite a stubby handle, but it's quite a nice weighty brush. But yeah, you know, like the handle feels quite stubby compared to other brushes. It is very soft. I have washed my hands, don't panic. Nice brush, and I love this little sleeve. This sleeve will forever go on this brush. So yeah, so I'm not sure whether the darker shades, whether you can use them as like a cream contour. I think I'm going to just use the 01. I have flitted backwards and forwards with eye bases. I've tried different eye bases, and generally I will use a concealer. Dare I say it, as I am okay now, my eyelids are very droopy. They're like a old man's ball sack. There you go. They feel like an old man's ball sack. Let me zoom you in just a tad. That's quite a lot, I'm sorry. So I find that here, as you can see, it's like my eyelids are getting hoodeder. Is that a word? Hoodeder. They're more and more hooded as I'm getting older. And this little crease here is where a lot of my eyeshadow will just gather as such. Not all of them do. Same on this eye. And on this eye I have got like freckles, like this little freckle here, and this one here makes it look like I haven't blended my eyeshadow properly sometimes if I haven't covered it enough. My eyelids, as you can see, are very, very, very veiny, as everybody's eyelids are, because they are eyelids. Let me zoom you back out slightly. Because they're eyelids, you know, they're very thin skin. That's why I've got an extra wrinkly forehead, because I lift my eyebrows up like this to stop. Whereas if I just look normally, you can see they droop, as everyone's eyelids will begin to do when you get older. You just have to adapt. To cut a long story short, I've been dribbling on for like 17 minutes. Literally 17 minutes. It won't be 17 minutes for you, don't worry. We are going to try this eye base. I think I'm going to use the jacket. Can you even see that? Look, the sun is so bright. This big white box that is literally blinding you when I hold it up is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I'm going to go ahead and undo the little lid, and first of all we're just going to squeeze just a little bit out. When I've seen other people use it, they do tend to, I see it and I think, geez, they've put a lot on. Right, so let's zoom you into my eyeball. I'm just going to take a sponge. This is the Morphe sponge. I'm just going to pop a little bit of the eyeshadow base on the Morphe sponge and just sponge it over my eye. That was just only a little bit. I am looking down into a mirror here, but I've got a handheld mirror as well. It's covered a little bit, but not a lot. So I'm just going to scrape up the last little bit and dab that over. Very light, this one. Maybe should have got a darker one. And my sponge is damp, obviously, as well. So instantly it's settled into my creases. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. So it's instantly settled into my creases under my eye, and it's settling into my crease there. I've seen loads of people use it and they don't set it. Right, so I'm going to add some more, because I've seen them put quite a bit on. So I've put a bit more on. Yeah, I definitely think I should have got a darker shade. So the area that gives me all of the trouble is this front, and that's where it is settling in. So I have to see, once I've got the eyeshadow on, you can still see those freckles there. I thought it would have more coverage, and I have put quite a bit on. I might try the other eye with a brush. So I'm going to use a big fluffy brush like this. Use a concealer brush. See, that's loads. I think that is so much. It's not going to last very long if that's how much you have to use each time. I would only use that little bit. But I've seen people pack it on. So that's what I'm going to do. No. That is very cakey. That's far too much. Far too much. So I'm just going to use that sponge. That one's covered a lot better actually. If you put too much on, it goes very cakey. I'm going to have to keep on at it, stop this from creasing. So I want to use some of the colours that would generally stain my eyes. So I'm going to go in first of all with this one, which is Not My Journey. So I'm going to pop that in the crease, blending it up. Okay, so we're going to go stamp that on, so that does hang on to that eyeshadow nicely. We'll have to see how it blends on top. Sucks getting old and getting saggy eyes, saggy everything. I don't like it. And then I'm going to go in with this one here, which is Therapy Sesh, and I'm just going to blend out that purple. Okay, so you can see on this one, it's kind of where I laid down that purple, it has stuck, and there is no getting rid of that line. Jeez, I've managed to make a meal of that. Look at how messy that is. I think I'm going to go in with Not My Journey again, pack it on this outer corner. This is going to look absolute crazy and looks like shit. I want to try cutting my crease. I'm shocking at cutting my crease anyway. This brush is a little bit too thick, but it's quite flat, so I will use that. And I'm going to use the Plouise base to cut my crease. So I'm just going to pop a smidgen on my hand, coat the brush both sides, but not too overloaded, and then we are going to try and cut the crease. If I had to wipe it away, to be honest, I'll show you on the other eye. Dry in quite quickly, and it gets, look, gets quite sticky. I'm going to go in over that cut crease with My Man, which is this orange here, and I'm going to go and I'm going to pack it over. And I'm going to use this brush soaked in micellar water to cut the crease on this eye. Then I'm going to use the Plouise base and then apply that My Man, which is that orange. Okay, ignore the shitness of the application. It's all on me. I feel like I've not done makeup in such a long time that all but forgotten how to do it. Obviously, I would actually say that this one that I didn't layer, so this one has the Plouise base, then I put some more base on to cut the crease, and then I put shadow there. This one, so dry and cakey compared to this one, which this one is usually my worst one, whereas that crease there usually creases right up. But as you can see, Do you see? It's a lot more drier around this area than this one. I give up. The freaking camera was not recording. Okay, so I've taken it all off. I've got to go in a sec, and the look was looking shocking shit. Let's just say that. I could have rescued it, but you know, it just needed finishing off, really. It generally looks like that. Look trash until the very, very last minute. But, so I've just taken it off anyway, just because I don't have time to finesse it. But I have just taken it off, and as you can see, my eyelids are not stained. I will do some more looks with that Plouise base, just so I can get an overall feel of how best to use them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.